Tell you what. Yeah. Hey guys, a bit out of it today. I've been outside in direct sunlight all day. It's just almost 40 degrees here. That's 104 for you Americans. Anyway, it's been a miserable day. My wife took a little extra lunch today, a little longer lunch than usual, and she came home to receive this from me. I got a boss that's not real flexible when it comes to taking time to take care of personal business. I didn't feel comfortable asking for the time to come home and do this, so I didn't. Mama came home, took care of it. Guy offloaded it. R&L shippers. So I've talked about this. I ordered it on eBay. Second thing I ever ordered on eBay. The first thing was some salt pepper shakers. I broke my mother-in-law's salt shaker and went online and found a pair exactly like them from the 60s or 70s, whenever they were. Anyway, I got the salt pepper shakers on eBay. That's the only reason I had an account. When Kevin at Adventure Center said, hey, you should look at getting this on eBay, you know, that's a big expensive purchase to get on eBay. Apparently they've done that, so he's had people do it. So he says, no, you get a good motor that way. Okay. I got 30 days to decide if that was a good idea or not. So anyway, motor came today. Bit of an unboxing video. Thought I'd share this with you guys so you can see it. How often do you get to unbox a motorcycle engine, even if that's something you didn't really want to have to do? Let's go do it. Still rocking the Spyderco Tenacious 8CR13 MOV. I think this is OS 8 clone. Great knife, still a great knife. So let's open the box. See where we're at with this thing. Oh, I hope and I pray. Oh, the shoulder with that. I see 2 screws. And, I'm thinking I'll have to get a screwdriver. You ever seen one of those before? Little little screwdriver. Kind of cool, huh? Says a social security number right here. We won't get into that, but it says F.R. Gifford, phone 805. Our area code here for phones is 661. You get your country code +1 dash, and then your area code. Here it's 661, and then your 3-digit dash 4-digit. All our phone numbers are 3-digit, 4-digit. If you're calling inside your area code, that's just the way it works here. Anyway, we used to be 805. Now the coast is 805, and we got stuck with 661. But I'll tell you, as hot as it is here, they should have just made it 666. Anyway, that's like the second or third phone number I ever learned. 805-323-2236. That used to be my grandma and grandpa's phone number. The first phone number I ever learned was 805-831-8858. And that was Grandma Nell's phone number, Grandpa Jim's phone number. And Grandma Nell promised me a triple-decker Thrifty ice cream cone if I could memorize that phone number. And I did. And I got my ice cream. Anyway, speaking of Grandpa Jim, that's where this engine's going to end up, is in his bike. So there's a Segway. Not a very good one. Not a Segway like the scooter. Segway in and in UE, Segway. I tell you what, guys, it is hot. It's so miserable out here. It's 103 on the weather app. It's usually 3 to 5 degrees warmer just about anywhere in town than where they say. They get that number from the airport. There's a nice cool breeze blowing from the northwest just almost every day, just about all day long, and it blows across those irrigated fields, and right there next to them irrigated fields where they take the temperature. So when it says 103 down here in the city, it's 105, 106 guaranteed. It's always hotter here than they say it is. So you ready for this? Whoa, what? There it is. I'm going to take that out, but I'm going to put it back in before I move this thing. There it is. Sequential port injection. That's the washer going on. I'm not going to pull any more stuff off of there than that. I am going to pull you off the tripod and walk you around this thing a little bit, and we'll look at it together. Let's do that. Well, that doesn't look bad. It's got the chrome filter on it. I always put the black one. Not a big fan of chrome. Look at that. Not bad. This chrome doesn't look too well. It's a little bit scuffed here and there, which I knew that. He shows the seller on eBay that sold this. He had some really good up close photos of the condition of the chrome. So there's little things like that. Now, according to Kevin, what we're going to do on my bike, this isn't there, and the reason for that. Oh, I hope that's not jacked up. I don't know, something's wrong there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna let Kevin figure that out. Yeah, this is the secondary chain goes between this and the transmission. That's the end of the motor. Yeah, the guy that sold this to me on eBay had really good up close pictures of the flaws in the chrome. Like there's some bubbling going on here. That's fine. What we're gonna do is take the chrome off of Grandpa's bike and put it on this engine. Take it off of Grandpa's engine, put it on this engine. A little bit dirty, that's all right. It's a motor, it's a Harley motor. Anyway, there's some of the stuff. As Georg Sprague would say, let me show you its features. Ha ha ha. That guy's a crack up. Well, there you go. That's the 88 motor. Let me pull a chair up and we'll sit and talk about this for a second. Oh my God. Woo! I'm gonna get a little bit different angle here. Oh God, guys. It is so friggin' hot. That's a crappy angle. I don't like that. We want more motorcycle and less trailer. Hey, I tell you, it is just miserable. I'm sorry I'm a little incoherent. This isn't a very well structured video. I'm beat. I am so beat. It was a long, hot, hard day. I drank so much water. I'm sweating again. For a minute there today, I wasn't sweating. That's really bad for you. You don't want to get in that boat. But on the way home, I started sweating again. Okay, I'm fine. I'm starting to, my head's clearing up a bit. Let's see if we can fix that. Just kidding. I'm only going to have one of these tonight. But I rode the bike today, and I was like on the way home, and then when I started moving, and it's not so dry and hot that it doesn't cool you if you've got sweat on you, and I'm drenched in it right now, which is why I'm really looking forward to getting into that air conditioning. Oh, Miss Kitty, well, come over here. The neighborhood cat. I'd give her some food, but we don't have any. Anyway, I got to get that to the Adventure Center so Kevin can do what his magic fingers do, make motorcycles run right. And I think I've got to order one more part because we need I've got the it's been flashed with that Stage 2 racing tune for the motor that's in it now. I've got the original card somewhere, and he doesn't have a machine that'll transfer the card over to the ECU, so I'm gonna have to go online and find an ECU. The guy that sold the motor to me, I asked him, can I get the ECU from you somehow? I would have paid for it. He said, I'm sorry, I sold it. Yeah, I wanted the ECU for this motor, if you know what I mean. You know, I mean, it's just gonna have a factory tune on it, whatever. But oh God. So that's probably another $100, $150, $200, who knows, to get a stock ECU for this thing. Just more crap to have to worry about, right? In the meantime, this beauty's running nice. She is running good. It's a bit too warm. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna park it in the garage here. I gotta move that engine over or something. But there you go, there's unboxing a Harley motor. How often do you get to unbox a Harley motor in your life? Hopefully I'll never, ever, ever have to do it again. I'm so done with Harley Davidson. I just, how do you make a bike? How do you make an engine running on the test track? And I'm not kidding about this. These twin cam 88 motors, when they first were developing them and testing them, they ran them on a test track for over 100,000 miles, flawless, no problems, anything, with gear driven timing. Then the production model went out and it had a spring loaded tensioner on it, and they put, I am not kidding, the cheapest, junkiest, just absolute garbage spring loaded tensioner with a Teflon pad or whatever that thing is. They're garbage. They're notorious for these things, the thing just cratering, exploding, and taking out the whole engine. What more did it cost you on a $16,000 or $18,000 motorcycle back in the early 2000s to put gear driven timing on it? Oh, it's loud. I've never heard anybody complain about their Harley Davidson being too loud, ever. Put the damn thing in there. Anyway, they didn't. The bearings for the cams, absolute garbage. They're absolute garbage from this time period. Everybody upgraded them. Even Harley uses Timken bearings now in those motors. Or well, not now. Now they're doing the Milwaukee 8. Who knows what corners they cut on that piece of junk? I have no clue. I don't know. I read some article. Oh, they're already having massive problems with the Milwaukee 8. Yeah, no kidding. It's Harley Davidson. Anyway, you get this motor in Grandpa's bike. To me, it won't even be Grandpa's bike anymore. It doesn't have the race motor, whatever. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do, but I'm leaning real hard and heavy. You get them, cat. That's why we give her a little food so she'll hang out and kill stuff. Hopefully she's over there killing something. Anyway, I haven't fully, but I'm leaning hard and heavy on the Harley's got to go. I got a really cool picture of Grandpa when he first got the bike in the alley behind Thorpe's. I'm going to frame a little deal with that picture of him, and then I got the picture of me out here in front of the house leaning on the bike like that. Is a really cool picture. I think Gabe took it for me. Maybe it was Becca, I can't remember. There's a story behind the picture. I'll tell the story one of these times. I'm not going to tell it right now, but I'll put that into a nice frame and put the nickels in there. Me and Grandpa with that bike, that's pretty cool. But that Harley's got to go. I would never, ever, ever, and I told you guys, I don't get paid, I don't get endorsed, nobody's giving me anything, I don't get kickbacks, I don't get special treatment for telling you about the things that I like. There's things that I like and there's things that I don't like, and I'm kind of a big mouth about all of it, and I prefer not to rail on about the stuff I don't like. But I cannot ever recommend under any circumstances anybody ever for any reason buy any Harley Davidson motorcycle. I would never do it. I would never do it, and I don't think you should either. I liked Grandpa's reason for having it. He came back from World War II. He got an Indian chief, I think it was. He rode that bike for a while, traded it, got a Harley, and he's been Harley ever since. He's had a Harley with a flathead. He's had every V-twin Harley motor they ever made. I get that. That's cool. Hi, Miss Cat. Yeah. Hi, Miss Cat. Don't go in the house. Psst. Hey. I'll have to straighten that out. Anyway, I would never recommend a Harley. I would never pay money for a Harley. Don't buy a Harley. Don't. Oh my God. Unless you want to buy this Harley. This is a really cool looking bike. You should buy it. Totally. I'm just kidding. Anyway, if you're a Harley guy, you're a Harley guy. There ain't going to be no change in that. That's just, that's the nature of the beast. I'm not a Harley guy. Never really was. I was for a little while there. And it's Grandpa's bike, so you know. Anyway, I do miss Grandpa. I wish he was still here and riding his bike. He would have. What the heck do you want that for? I'll tell you what. I can tell you exactly how that conversation would have went. I had a drug in with this, and I said, "Check out my new bike." And he, what the heck would you want that for? And I said, I would have told him. I rode it. I fell in love with it, and I really like it, and I can't explain why, but I really like it. He would have went, "Oh, okay." that's it. That's all the argument you needed with him. I really liked it. I miss that guy. Oh man. That's hard to find these days, I'll tell you what. If you were his friend, you were his friend, and there was nothing up, down, sideways, or anything to screw that up. You were his friend, and he'd absolutely do whatever it took to help you out. And I admired him for that a lot. And try to be that way, you know. Anyway, I like that scene in Tombstone. He says, "What the hell would you do that? I wouldn't do that for anybody." He says, "Why would you do that for him?" Doc Holliday says, "Well, Wyatt Earp is my friend." He says, "Hell, I got lots of friends." He says, "I don't." Yeah, I'll tell you what. Neither do you. Neither do I. You got a lot of people you know, a lot of acquaintances. You've only got one or two friends. So be there for them, you know. You need them someday. Anyway, even if they can't pay it back, be that kind of guy. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of this. It's going a little longer than I meant, and I sure didn't mean to get all emotional about it. Anyway, I have to get this motor over to the motorcycle shop, and we'll make a video when it's done. I'm going to ride it around just a little bit before I sell it. So I might have a guy interested. I don't know. I hope. I actually kind of hope I sell it somewhere where I don't see it again, because it's kind of hard to do that. I'm torn on that. But anyway, Hope your day wasn't 40 degrees in the shade, 104 out, and I hope you don't live in 666 Bakersfield, California. Oh my God, this place is so miserable. I'm going to get a shower, sit down in the air conditioner, and just pass out for a while probably. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.